Okay, so what I'm going to be doing this month is I am going to take my Lucky Tackle box and all the baits in it, and I am only going to be allowed to use the baits that came in the box. All I'm going to have is a rod with line on it. So I will be going out tomorrow and just see how many fish I can catch just by using the Lucky Tackle box. So the first thing in this box I've never seen in there, it is just chapstick, which is kind of cool. The next bait is a throwback walk-in paycheck, which is kind of clear with like a red tongue. I was really excited about this one, so I already opened it up. It is a dual hook swim jig, so I'll definitely be using that tomorrow. Next thing is I've never even heard of. It's called a Randy's Bass Buffet, which I've, again, never heard of it, but that's why I love Lucky Tackle Box. It gives you an opportunity to use baits that you've never would think of throwing. So I'll try that out tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to catch anything on it, but definitely going to try it out. Always in every Lucky Tackle Box, there's a copy of Fish Hound Magazine, which just goes over different various fishing things. So it's really interesting. You should read it. The next thing is Buddha, like a soft plastic craw, almost, and that's a 4-inch baby mama. So I'll try that out tomorrow. Next thing is a 4-inch Biwa Dews slow retrieve swim bait. Again, definitely be trying that out tomorrow. Looks like a really good bait. Again, last but not least, the Mustads hooks. Really important. One of my favorite items that I get in these boxes every month. Okay, so just to recap, I'm going to be going out tomorrow, throwing all the baits I just showed you, and just seeing how many fish I can catch. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, so the first bait I'm going to be starting off with, I think, is going to be this Randy's Bass Buffet. It looks like a pretty good hook. I've, again, never heard of it, so we'll give it a shot. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use of my Lucky Tackle box is going to be these Boa Duvs 4-inch slow retrieve swim baits. So I'm going to pair these up with like a pink or blue, like really light jig, just because they're not, if you can see them, they're not really Texable or Texas riggable or wacky rig. So I think I'm going to try that. Okay, so I'm going to be throwing this slow retrieve swim bait with just a pink jig head. Okay, so the next thing in my Lucky Tackle box is the Buddha 4-inch baby mama, and I'm actually throwing this weighted Texas rig, so we'll try that. I was gonna throw, there's the package for that. I don't know if you can see that. I was gonna keep throwing these little swim baits, but the weeds have really came up since the last time I was here, so I had to go weedless. So we'll give that a shot. Okay, so it is 12:30 right now. I'm getting pretty hungry and it's about to rain. So I'm gonna go in, and the rain is supposed to blow over pretty quickly, so I should be back out tonight. So, see you then. So I'm gonna throw another little wacky rig Senko, or a DH Senko. And it's just kind of some lily pads almost. I'm gonna be throwing them right on the edge, so. Okay, so I'm going to be throwing a wacky rig Senko style bait. It's actually made by DH Custom Rods and Tackle. They're located right in Navarre. Definitely check them out. They have great people there. They'll definitely help you out. That's where I actually gained a lot of my fishing experience, just listening to them, telling them what to do, what helps, what doesn't help. They have live bait there. Great name brands, great products, great rods, great reels. So definitely go check them out. I just had a little bass out there. I didn't even know it was a bass, but we'll try and get another one, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to throw a hollow body frog, and then both styles of a Senko, Texas and Wacky. And then I'm going to have to go through my tackle box, because I have no idea what I'm going to do after this, so. Okay, so I didn't catch anything on the hollow body frog. So now I'm going to switch to I think I'm gonna go with a Wacky rig first. I'm gonna go with a Wacky rig Senko first. So this is a 6-inch. I forget if this is a 5 or 6. I'll tell you at the end of the video. I think this is a 6-inch Senko. It's like a blue or like a purple and teal. And then right where that little notch is, I like to cut them off just because they're a little bit smaller in here. So I just take my Browning knife and just cut it right at that notch. So now I only have like a 4-inch, maybe a 3 even. And that seems to do a lot better. So I think I mentioned this in my last video. Always buy the biggest size you can and then just cut them down, because it saves you so much money in the end. It just helps a lot. It's a good tip. So okay, so again, nothing on the Wacky rig. So now I'm going to try a 4-inch blue and like teal Texas rigged Senko. Okay, so today was a pretty slow day. I only caught one fish, and when I did catch it, my camera wasn't even on. So, I was trying to only use the Lucky Tackle box, which I didn't. I did throw some frogs and a couple Senkos, but besides that, I did catch one fish on the Randy's Bass Buffet. Like I said, my camera wasn't even on, so I didn't get to see it. And then I had one on the Wacky Rig Senko when I got it right up to the boat and it came off. So it was a pretty slow day. So tonight I am going to go late evening Senko fishing for just monsters. So you'll probably see that later. I'm probably going to get at least a couple small ones. And then usually when I do this, I usually get at least one like 3 or 4 pounder. So you should see that. That'll be a fun video. So you'll see that later. We got a nice one on here. finally, after all day, I finally got a nice one. That's kind of worth it. Okay. Not a bad fish. It's a 2-pound, so pretty good fish. I'm happy. Oh, he wanted to get away. Okay, so I just got a 2-pound on a little wacky rigged Senko. So let's keep going. I barely have any light left, so let's just hope we can get one more, I guess. I've got another one. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller of a fish, but still a fish, so I'll take it. Got another one on. I got one. Another fish. So, again, almost the same size as the last one. Okay. So today was another pretty slow day. I only got one on the Lucky Tackle box, and then I went out for a while in between. I just cut it out because it was just long and boring. And then I came in for like an hour or two, and then I went back out around like 7. Then came in at like 9:30, and in that time I caught 3. One was like a 2.5, and then the other 2 were pretty small. But again, just a pretty slow day. And then those Senkos I were using, they were 6-inch, and they were from DH Custom Rods and Tackle. Like I said in the video, you should definitely go check them out. They have great products, great brands, and there will either be 1 of 3 people there, Justin, Russ, or Dusty. So, just definitely go check them out.